Title: Whispers of the Ancients. In a time long forgotten, beneath the eternal sands of Egypt, a realm steeped in mystery awaited the brave and the foolish. This is a story of Marwan, a young scholar drawn to the legacies of his ancestors, who discovered more than he bargained for amidst the forgotten temples and shadowy tombs. Location 1: The Oasis of Thoth. Marwan began his journey at the Oasis of Thoth, known as a haven for travelers and scholars alike. Here, wisps of ancient texts lay hidden in the winds, whispering secrets of the past. It was said that if one listened closely, one could hear Thoth himself, the god of wisdom, imparting wisdom to those who sought it. Location 2: The Temple of Sekhmet. Venturing deeper into the desert, Marwan reached the Temple of Sekhmet. The lion-headed goddess was revered for her ferocity and protection. The air shimmered with the tension of long-forgotten rituals, as Marwan marveled at statues that seemed to watch him in silence, their stone eyes gleaming. Location 3: The Serpent's Cave. Hidden near the Valley of the Kings lay the Serpent's Cave, a dark maw in the mountains where ancient legends spoke of a guardian serpent, once the companion of Amun-Ra. Marwan ventured inside, the cold air wrapping around him like a shroud, and he felt the presence of something more than mere stone, an ancient power slumbering. Location 4: The Forgotten Library of Alexandria. In a hidden alcove of the ruined Library of Alexandria, Marwan uncovered scrolls untouched by time, filled with forbidden knowledge and arcane symbols. Written in a language that twisted behind his eyes, it hinted at dark celestial truths. Location 5: The Field of Reeds. Along the Nile, the Field of Reeds stretched endlessly. This was a realm where the spirits of the departed wandered, seeking solace in the rustling papyrus. Marwan found himself drawn to their sorrow, for it was said that they whispered prophecies to those pure of heart. Location 6: The Labyrinth of Set. Near the edge of the desert stood the Labyrinth of Set, a twisting maze where shadows danced, and the boundaries of reality blurred. No mortal had ever returned unchanged, but Marwan felt a pull deeper than fear, a desire for knowledge that drew him deeper inside. Location 7: The Valley of Queens. In the serene Valley of Queens, the tombs lay silent, adorned with vibrant frescoes. Marwan felt the weight of eyes upon him as he marveled at the dark beauty of the murals depicting the lives of ancient queens. Secret pathways led to chambers that gleamed with golden treasures and shadows. Location 8: The Cradle of Bastet. Journeying to the sanctuary of Bastet, the goddess of home and joy, Marwan experienced a stark contrast to the eerie silence of his previous travels. The gentle hum of life enveloped him, as cat-shaped statues surrounded him, seemingly purring their approval. This place reminded him that joy entwined with the darkness of the past. Location 9: The Ruins of Karnak. Marwan stumbled upon the colossal ruins of Karnak, where titanic obelisks pierced the sky. Each stone echoed with chants of ancient priests, and here one could feel the pulse of magic lingering. Amidst the towering columns, Marwan felt something awaken within him. Location 10: The Pyramids of Giza. No journey in Egypt was complete without visiting the Pyramids of Giza. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows, Marwan heard the whispers of ancient builders, describing their visions of the afterlife, echoing the call of the stars. Location 11. The necropolis of Sakura. In the necropolis of Sakura, Marwan discovered the step pyramid of Djoser. As he wandered through the exquisite tombs adorned with hieroglyphs, the air shimmered with the scent of incense and secrets, each inscription calling out with an urgency that tugged at his heart. Location 12. The Temple of Karnak Sacred Lake. At the sacred lake of Karnak, Marwan gazed into the still waters. He glimpsed reflections that were not his own faces from the past, watching and waiting. The lake was believed to connect to the heavens, a portal to the realms beyond. Location 13. The Abyss of Om. Descending into the Abyss of Om, Marwan found himself in a chasm where whispers of an ancient language flowed like water. Shadows twisted around him, and his heart raced as he encountered phantoms of those who had sought forbidden knowledge before him. Location 14. The Isle of Philae. On the Isle of Philae, Marwan discovered the Temple of Isis, veiled in mists. The air was thick with enchantments, and he felt the goddess's presence wrap around him like a protective cloak. Here, the knowledge of life and death converged, and he felt a yearning for connection. Location 15. The Great Sphinx. The Great Sphinx loomed majestically, a silent sentinel over the sands. Its riddle echoed through time, challenging hearts and minds. Marwan pondered its meaning, realizing that the answers he sought were often layered beneath the surface of meaning. Location 16. The Oasis of Siwa. In the expansive Oasis of Siwa, Marwan sought the oracle known for her divine prophecies. The air vibrated with expectation as he awaited his turn, knowing that the revelations could reshape his destiny. Location 17. The Mirage of Aru. As tapestries of sunlight danced on the horizon, Marwan found himself lost in a mirage of Aru, a place said to be a glimpse of the afterlife. Here, joyous spirits laughed among the lush vegetation, and Marwan tasted the sweetness of peace, momentarily escaping his quest. Location 18. The Tomb of Nefertari. The Tomb of Nefertari was a hidden gem, its colors vibrantly preserved within its walls. Marwan admired the love and devotion depicted in its art, each brushstroke a testament to the undying bond between the living and the dead. Location 19. The City of Thebes. In the ancient heart of Thebes, Marwan felt the pulse of civilization, a blend of bustling markets and temples that sang of gods and sacrifice. It was a harmony of culture, history, and the otherworldly, making him acutely aware of the fine line between the mundane and the mystical. Location 20. The Pyramid of Djoser. His journey culminated at the Pyramid of Djoser, standing as a monument to human ambition and divine aspiration. As Marwan climbed its ancient steps, he felt the weight of centuries pressing down. At its peak, he whispered a prayer to the stars above, hoping to find clarity amidst the shadows. And as night fell over the desert, the stars twinkled like whispers of the ancients, inviting Marwan to decode their secrets. His heart raced with the thrill of discovery, understanding now that knowledge came with a price, the price of awareness of the unfathomable mysteries that lay just beyond the veil of reality. In a world steeped in wonder and dread, the journey was far from over. It had only just begun.